What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I am really excited on today's mod. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and this will definitely improve your performance as well as the aesthetic of your engine bay. So let's wait no more and get into this video. So I always thought my engine bay looked pretty good, but there's one thing that I want to do for a long time, and I've been wanting to paint this plenum red, but not just your normal red. It's got to be a wrinkle red, and there's a reason for that, because the VQ actually came from the factory, not talking about Nissan factory though, or Mori factory, which is the NISMO factory, a spec 1 engine and spec 2 engine. If you haven't seen that video, you need to check it out after this video. So basically the spec 1 engine came with the plenum painted matte black, well, wrinkle black, not matte black. The spec 2 engine came with a wrinkle red on the plenum, which looks just like your RB26 or your Honda Type R, plus the Subaru STI, the intake manifold, that wrinkle red, exactly the same shade. That absolutely looked amazing, and I'll put a photo right here. You can see it. Just perfect. It just looks so good. And today I'm going to be basically painting that red, but also I mentioned it's going to be a performance gain as well. So let me show you guys what I mean by that. So here I have a spare one, a spare plenum that I bought. Today I've cleaned it up all nice and used a bunch of degreaser, and I actually used acid to start off with all the gunky stuff inside. Basically it's cleaned up quite nice, although it doesn't look 100% clean, but it's just, you know, over the years of build up, it'll be fine. You guys can see right here the casting mark when they made this plenum. I assume it'll be one mold that is the front portion and one mold of this elbow bend. So when they shove these two mold together and when they pour the liquid in there, there'll be a little imperfection, like a gap to join these two mold together. That's why here is a massive ridge all the way across, even here. Like, it's absolutely, I mean, when it comes to a mass production car, right, it's acceptable. But when it comes to having your stuff nice and clean and performance gain, it's not, because how is it going to be smooth for the air to flow past this massive ridge? I can feel it like a massive bump with my finger. Just even look at there how big that bump is, and here as well, it's 2 bumps, and that is like a dead cut off. It's just not good. So, but I know by doing this you will get pretty minimal amount of gain. Reason being, you know, it's an NA car and I already breathe pretty well, but again, by shaving these bits off and then basically opening up, well, I guess not opening up, but like, should say smooth that bit off a bit better, should increase how the air flow into the plenum from the throttle body. So you also can see there's a channel here, which is also to help the air flow better. So if you know, if you have this nicely polished, the air actually won't flow really fast. If you have like channels, right, say a pipe, and you have channels spinning around inside of the pipe, that would actually increase the airflow, which I think it's why they added this channel. So you guys can see that's like the smooth part, and that is the ridge, that's the chunky part. So I'm just using a little what do you call it, like a rotary grinding tool It's just like a sandpaper, really. But you can see it start running through, but actually that's okay because even the metal would smooth that out. So that side I did a little bit with like a drill attached with like a grinding metal material, but it's actually not that effective. So I'm gonna keep doing the rotary tool method, and just to go around the whole lot and then smooth these 3 dots out as well. And also you can see how bad it is just here. Like, man, imagine air coming in here and then just like having a big ridge there. That's terrible. Here is the result. So I didn't go too crazy on this. You guys can see basically smooth out from here and a little bit in here, and then that ridge is gone, and also a bit inside. Might not look smooth or polished, but it actually felt pretty smooth with your hand. Plus also the idea is you guys can see that little circle has been grounded off as well. So the idea, I don't think the idea is to make it mirror smooth, but yeah, this is how it looks. Now in terms of that is just way too deep, that casting work. I would have to grind out so much material to just have that smooth. And honestly, it's just a little ridge. I'm not too worried. So I'll give it a good clean. I don't have compressed air, so I have to use a ton of brake cleaner just so there are non-metal shavings around, because you really don't want that in your engine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe it again with like paint prep stuff. Just in the process of painting it. This is a second coat. It's a little bit heavier, so I'm going to heat it up and yeah, try to dry it out quick. Alright, look at that. Man, that looks so good. Obviously this is like second layer. I'm gonna do more and more and more so it wrinkles up even more. I'm probably gonna do like 4 or 5. So I am using this, I think everyone uses VHT stuff, that Wrinkle Plus. So make sure I just heat it up to like warm, I guess, warm-ish. And then I sprayed it, and then I heat it up again. Keep using the heat gun, and so you can get the paint wrinkle up quite fast with the heat gun. Obviously you don't overheat it, so I'm just gonna keep overlaying paint over paint over paint, so this will be thick as, and then the wrinkle will be quite pronounced. Check this out now after a lot of heat. I think I would like this to be wrinkled up even more, but I think that's gonna take time and more layers and more heat, I think. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing more layers, more heat, and just repeat. Alright, this is another day. It's been curing for about 24 hours, and I sprayed about 5 layers in total. You guys can see the wrinkle finish isn't crazy. I think part of the reason is because I spray so thick, but also it's probably not meant to be super wrinkly. The surface is also not like a real smooth surface. The OEM Plenum got like the textured sort of bumpy finish. So yeah, overall pretty happy with the color as well. I don't really like a super bright red, which this is on camera is even brighter, but yeah, without further ado, I can't wait to put it on the car. Alright, quick little update. manifold is coming out. If you guys haven't seen how to install a plenum spacer video, which that video include how to remove this top plenum, which is like a bunch of bolts on the side, 6 in the middle, and also remove the throttle body, and also remove the plug on the throttle body, which is this plug. My GoPro just died, but this is a 80,000 kilometer intake manifold without any wiping, just pure factory, without any cleaning, anything like that. Look at how clean this is. Absolutely crazy. It just shows, man. You just gotta keep changing the oil. Like, look at that. Bro, those look absolutely brand new. Look over there. Holy, man, I'm surprised. I thought this would be dirtier than that. And check out the manifold. So here is the manifold. Not bad, right? So we'll take out that manifold, that plug, throttle body, this under the intake, and this is a little, like a coolant hose that circulate around the throttle body. And there is one over there as well. I plugged it up with like a little clip, and then there's a little vacuum hose, and that's it. And then the intake manifold is out. All right, just gonna get started putting this back in. Just before you put it back in, please make sure there are no metal shaving in this planet, because otherwise it's gonna get sucked in your engine and it's gonna scratch the fuck out of your bore. I've triple sprayed this. I don't have compressed air, so I use basically like a whole can of degreaser just to, you know, spray in there, spray everywhere, wash it out. And I keep feeling with my hand to see if there are any little shiny particles on my hand. I couldn't see any, so I think it's clean enough to go back in there. Check those out. Man, this looks so good. Alright, so took it for a test drive last night and it drove really good. I didn't bother filming because it was raining. It was just, yeah. What I've noticed is the car, you know, obviously shaved down a little bit of the casting mark. The car feels a little bit more better throttle response, maybe. Could do with me cleaning the throttle body. Maybe it made a difference, or maybe it's just me. You know, with this plenum, this is officially a NISMO S2 Spec 2 engine. I'm just kidding, guys. This is like 50 more horsepower. And if you have any question regarding this, chuck it down in the comment section below. I usually reply all the messages. And without further ado, you know the deal. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.